DJ.
And I'm Chuck Duran.
Here we go with part 2 with the incredible Joyce Castellanos. Come with us. Joyce, you see a lot of actors, people coming in and starting in, a lot of seasoned pros come to you. What do you think are some of the biggest challenges for a voice talent in today's industry?
Good question. The competition is, the amount of people now coming in with a computer and a microphone, and the attitude that I can do this, I've got this and I'm just, that to me is an issue because they're not really seeing it as a profession. People coming in that are serious about voiceover, passionate about voiceover, acting. They understand that it's an acting job. It is not just saying words. So getting people to get past the fact that, they can just walk up and do it. They're going to make a ton of money.
Fast.
Yes, fast.
And they could do it part-time because it's just something easy.
Yeah.
Those things are not going to work. When you're looking at longevity, you're looking at understanding what it is you're doing, being able to keep up with things, changing as need be, continuing your training, getting out of your head. It's all these things. I see people coming with false expectations of what they, how long is it going to take?
Right.
I can give the tools, Jean can give the tools. We can't do the work for you. The work comes from the individual.
Right.
So there's no telling how long it takes.
Yeah.
Those are the kinds of things when you're looking, if you're looking to be a doctor, are you saying, well, I've taken a few classes, can I go now? No, and this isn't putting this in the respect of a doctor, but it is a profession. It's a profession, it's a craft, and you have to realize that you have to work at it. On camera and voiceover, it's about communication. One has a camera and you are working with the camera, the other does not. So your body language will make a difference. So you have to be able to change hats. If you're on camera or you're doing voiceover, you have to be able to understand what your parameters are. And the only way to do that is to practice.
Yeah.
And I always recommend improv to get started. If you don't have an acting background and you're not necessarily connected emotionally, because I'm all about the emotion, if you're not connected emotionally or willing to let yourself out, you need to take.
You
cannot be in your head. You have to do improv, at least to loosen yourself up and understand that you can react and respond without trying to control it. You got to give up control.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I say all
one.
the time. Give up control, because you're in command, but you can't control the situation and be at one with it. You can't be in present time if you're trying to control it.
Yeah. When you said give up control, it reminded me of me back in the 80s.
Did it?
Yeah.
Do you remember the 80s?
No, that's what I'm talking about. It was no control. So I can totally relate with that, Joyce.
I got excited. I thought,
Give up control.
remember.
Now I have control back. I feel good. I can tell others to give up control. No, that was brilliant. I love it. You are so smart.
Oh,
She
please.
is.
That's very kind.
You really are. I mean, some of the stuff that you're saying is just like, it's simple and it makes so much sense.
Pearls.
Very simple. Very simple.
I think that was a compliment.
Give up control.
Yeah.
How simple is that?
Yeah.
But who thinks about
But
that?
it's difficult
Nobody,
to do.
because they want to be in control of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at a script and you're like, oh my God, Don would say.
The Don?
Don would say, I let the copy talk to me. Now, when he says that, it's like, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Of course, he's not trying to make it something. It is what it is. How do you relate to it? It's about relationships.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you got to relate.
Yeah.
You've got to know who you're talking to. You need to know, what your point of view is. You have to just you have to understand who it is you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like once, today in class, we're talking about commercials, and it was, the same basic information that you need across the board. What is your demographics? Who are you talking to? Male, female, family, whatever. But you really never talk down to somebody. You just have to understand who it is you're talking to, because you talk to people differently at different stages. So that's some of the stuff that I also feel is very important, that people don't try to, again, give one read or think it's this way because it's a comedy, this way it's the drama or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Joyce, I need a drink.
We love Joyce. You have
And
any,
I love you guys too.
you have any
know
other
that?
questions for Joyce?
I do.
Okay.
Let's talk about
I ran out of
promo
questions.
demos.
Oh, I love promo demos.
You two fabulous people and Mr. Fabulous Gene Cordes, you guys have produced demos together. You
Lots.
guys
Lots
make
and
lots,
lots and
you
lots.
see a lot of
Lots.
cute
Yeah.
pictures
Beautiful.
on Twitter of you guys all with your clients. So what do you think are the must-haves and the must-avoids on promo demos?
What a
A
fabulous
small question.
question.
Yeah, right?
Okay, first off, no demo before it's time.
Absolutely.
Ooh, can you say that again?
No demo before it's time. It's very important that, you're not going to be perfect when you get to do your demo necessarily if you're starting out, but you're going to be at a proficiency level that's going to get you started and noticed.
Yeah.
And that's what you're hoping for. That's what you need when you're starting out.
Yeah.
The most important thing is to know your range, know your demographics that you feel are going to be right, and you've got to know your markets,
Yeah.
where the shows are that are most appropriate.
Exactly.
Then limit it. We've talked about it over the years. 5-6 spots. That's all you need to show the range. But you need to be sure that what you do is what you do, not try to be everything. So it's very, it's very important to feel really comfortable. You have to know that you're ready as an actor.
Yeah.
And you have to feel comfortable in your decision making when you get a script.
Yeah.
You have to have something that feels like you and you're comfortable with it. And then you have to trust your producers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you guys
absolutely.
you and Gene are really adamant about you don't produce demos for people that you haven't worked with, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Because
why do you feel strongly about that?
because we don't know really who they are. And when we do a demo, we write our own spots. We put sound bites, Gene picks the sound bites and the music, and then we get to record with Chuck, and Chuck does this fantastic mix. But the
Man has skills.
he
doesn't
does
he?
have skills, and for years I love it. But it's very important for us to understand who they are. If we don't know, they could think they're here, and there. But if we don't really know, it's not fair to them for us to try to do something that's going to put a round hole in a square peg. That's
Yeah.
not good. So it's not, 10 times we work with you before we'll do the demo. We will do a few, 2 or 3 times to see the range, and then we can reevaluate and see. It's very possible some people are ready and some people are not.
Right.
And so it's not a matter of, how long can we take? It's when are you ready? When do you know you're ready? When do they know they're ready?
Right.
Yeah.
And go from there. So it really is important for us to work with them to know what we have, to see the range, and then establish what shows are going to be right for them.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
There you go. And I must say that when you work with Gene and Joyce on putting a promo demo together, not only do you have a great team of 2 people that know what the hell they're doing, which is really important, but when they come to the studio to record this particular talent, they are ready
Yeah.
They're in the booth. You don't do 27 takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they already
Right.
know where they live, where they're supposed to be, their demographic, where they fit into the business. The spots are pre-formulated for what they're great at, and then the session goes nice and smooth, and the final outcome is something fabulous and great.
And isn't it important to that the demo, and like you said, you have to keep updating, and as you progress, your demo needs to be in
Absolutely.
Like this, but
Every
being
year and a
able to
half or
do-
so
yeah.
would be important to show, if you've got new spots, if you've done them, you put them on, but also to show, hopefully you've improved and
Right.
you've even gotten more
Absolutely.
understanding. So you want to update. You got to take shows that are really old off and put some
Right.
new things
Right.
on.
Exactly.
Something I've also learned from you and from you too is that what is on your demo, obviously when you're being directed in a session, it happens, but if you really can't reproduce what's on your demo pretty much on your own, if you can't do that, if it takes a lot of pulling out to get you there, I mean, can you speak to that?
Yes, I can.
Take your time.
Well, that is
Anytime. We have all day.
that is actually why we also need to work with people,
Yeah.
because we can't write something that doesn't work for them. We write them because we want it unique for them and to show what they can bring to the table, as opposed to just all about the show, because this is their demo of what their personalities and attitudes are. But we have a practice session, because if you cannot reproduce within 2 to 3 takes everything on that demo, that doesn't belong on the demo.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to make a decision and understand why you make it and reproduce it. That's what's expected of you in a session.
Yeah.
So if you can't do that, take it off, put another one on, find something that works right for you. Otherwise, you're going to make a big mistake, because if you put something on there, these people hire you because they love that, and you can't find that character again,
Yeah.
you're done.
And it
Yeah.
could be maybe you're not quite ready.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
And then here's another thing. Here's the flip to this little scenario here. And that's that you're coaching for a few months, a year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years, okay? And you still don't think you're ready for a demo.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to make sure that you are as good as Scott Rummel when you make your first demo. And I see people do that. And it's like, you can't
Yeah.
do that.
So much
You
pressure.
got to pull the plug
Because
somewhere.
here's the thing.
Exactly.
When you're making your demo, that's when you're really going to know how good you are and how good you're not. And through the years of working on the how good you're not part, you're going to become so much better that the second time around, it's just going to be that much better. I remember a little story. Scott Rummel, way back before he was doing promos. By the way, he's one of the top promo guys in the country.
Right.
Before he
Promos,
started doing
trailers,
promos,
yeah.
I remember him saying, "Hey, I really want to get into promos. That's what I really would love to do. Let's do a promo demo." So we did a promo demo. And then like 3 months later, he calls me up and he goes, "Hey buddy, we need to book some more studio time." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, what do you want to do?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'd like to do another promo demo." I'm like, "We just did a promo demo." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a lot better now."
Right.
And I was like, "Okay." Anyways, we ended up doing about 6 different promo demos in 1 year.
Because he thought he was better every
because
time.
he
Yeah.
it was, and every time he got in the booth, I was like, wow, he is a lot better. What the hell is he doing? So all that to say, man, is that and now today, if you ask Scott, was that investment of 6 demos worth? Hell yeah. But don't be afraid to trust how good you are, because you are going to get better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your first demo is not going to be your last demo.
Right, and it's
No.
not going to be perfect, because you're learning. You're constantly
Yeah.
learning. It's going to give a good indication of what you can do, and the real characters and the perspective that you have.
Yeah.
If I could speak, I'd be
You
dangerous.
can speak here. I'll
Thank
write
you.
it for you.
But you hope to get better every time.
Yeah.
You need to have a starting place. You can't wait until you're perfect, because perfect is you know, it's different to everybody. It's
only Kim Kardashian is perfect.
Oh, please, that's getting edited out.
You can't edit that out. It was a joke. You can't edit jokes out.
But I do agree. I mean, you have to feel the confidence and not expect perfection. You have to feel confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence is what you need.
Confidence, it goes back to the confidence versus control.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. You don't expect it to be your last demo.
Yeah,
it
because
is
it's
only
not
the
gonna happen.
beginning.
And if it is, that's because you quit.
Right. Because you have to update it. You have to keep it current.
Yeah.
But you also have to show how you've improved.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. You also don't want to update your demo every 5 years.
Yeah.
Because after about a year and a half, if you're not like a lot better, you should probably just call it quits. No, I'm serious, because after a year and a half of really honing into your craft, if you're serious about it,
Right.
if it's a hobby, hey, it's okay.
That's
But if
true.
you're serious about it, after about a year and a half, don't show how good you were. Show how good you are.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And it doesn't mean that you have to track an entirely new demo, but sometimes maybe add 2 or 3 new spots.
Freshen.
Pull a couple
freshen
out,
up,
right?
And all of a sudden it's like, bam, everything's new.
Exactly. Change the order a little bit. Put in a couple new spots. Take out a couple of the older. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's called reinventing yourself.
Yes.
And that's something you do constantly.
All the
As
time.
any actor
Everybody
has
does
to
it.
constantly, right.
Yeah.
You're always changing and growing and showing
Stacey's
it.
always changing.
Not growing.
Not growing, but changing.
Well, my heels grow.
More beautiful every day, and new outfits to show her
And Chuck
stuff
is going to
off.
be getting glasses.
Yeah. No.
Joyce, you're sweet. What do you love about teaching? Why are you still
gosh.
doing this?
It is something that is definitely a passion for me. I love watching that light go on when somebody gets it. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I teach at a local junior college right now, just an introduction to voiceover. And even there, you see people who came in going, I don't know why I'm taking this. Hey, it's just a class for my broadcast area. And then they come out going, oh, that was pretty cool. What I really love about it is the fact that, you know, my goal is to help people find more confidence in themselves, connect more with their emotions, and make their lives a little happier by just being more of who they are.
Yeah.
I love it. I do.
Yeah.
I just,
Well,
it's just what I
It's
love.
beyond obvious.
So, I was going to say, you can't fake
Mama
that.
VO.
Mama VO
I
is
mean,
no
come
joke.
on, baby. That's commitment right
Oh,
there.
it is.
It is.
Hello.
Yeah.
It is. Joycey, what do you still want to accomplish in your life?
Be truthful, because I know.
You know, it's very difficult. There are a lot of things I want to do. At some point, I would like to do some voiceover myself, but that's down the line.
She's still
a
coaching.
little bit.
Yeah.
She's coaching
She's still
herself.
deciding which microphone she wants.
I would like to do more teaching in the colleges.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who I know it can be very costly.
Yeah.
And so there are some people who need that opportunity and just, you know,
And don't
that
have
is
it, yeah.
they don't have it, so that's a good place. I want to take more cruises.
She wants to take more cruises. Whoa. Let's
And all
let's
this is going to
rewind.
happen in Hawaii.
Yeah.
In
Because we're-
Hawaii.
yeah.
Because that's where she's going to be living.
Joyce
So
is obsessed
I'm also
with
known
Hawaii.
as the cruise queen because
Oh
I
my
love
God.
cruises.
Nobody cruises more
Your whole
than you and
family
Jean.
is.
Yeah.
You guys are all
You're
over
a bunch
the place.
of cruisers, your
Yeah.
whole family.
Yeah.
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 Yep. And Hawaii. Teach in Hawaii. Hey,
Yeah.
I could do that.
You could do
Yeah. In fact, I did when I was there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we've got a little bit of the wave sound. We need a little better sound.
Come to Hawaii.
All your demos that you produce in Hawaii have wave sound.
Yeah.
I would
The
love to.
relaxation demos.
Exactly. I would love to be able to direct more with the studios or the networks
Yeah.
because I just
Oh
love
man,
it.
you should.
Absolutely.
Oh man,
And
we're manifesting that.
Yeah. Hey, if you need us to go and knock on some doors for you, man, we'll do it then. Because we're not afraid.
Hi, I see the lights on. I know you're in there. Excuse me.
Oh, can I teach you how to direct? Oh, yes.
What do you think? What is your outlook on people going to voiceover events and meeting people and networking? And is that important? How do you see that?
Networking is a big part of voiceover.
Yeah.
A lot of times we get very much into our own homes and we're very, very, isolated.
Oh, yeah.
And that,
lonely.
that is really
and afraid
difficult.
And cold.
Exactly. Now, I think it's very important to go to events, meetups, not to glom onto people, but to get to know people as humans.
Yeah.
And you make friendships and people work together. This is a very giving industry.
Yeah.
We, people give back to the industry. People like to help and talk, and you need to know people. You need to know who they are. You need to make friends.
Yeah.
It's very important. Events help you understand what the industry is about, becoming part of the industry, not just sitting out on the periphery, but to actually be part of it.
Yeah.
Know the people that are doing the work. If you have questions, get involved in some online, areas where you can ask a question.
Yeah.
There are wonderful groups out there and conferences and things that you can learn.
Absolutely.
I do think it's very important to at least be part of it. This is a business.
Yeah.
And you have to run it as a business.
Absolutely.
And there's the creative side and there's the business side, and you do have to understand both.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brilliant. And I must say, I'm going to add to that.
Yes.
Okay, and that's that when you are at some of these conferences and you're meeting people like us, and you come over to talk to us. Here, the cool thing about these things is that if you see some big voiceover person and you talk to them, they're going to talk to you because they're really, really friendly
Very
people. We
approachable.
all are, right? And so, but you don't want to hog their time because there's so many other people. So, be cool and don't stand like really close to their face and spit on them because spit goes a long ways. It travels. So make sure that you're like a nice distance so that they're not going like, whoa, what's happening
and knowing
here?
the situation.
She didn't like that.
Reading when people drink too much.
There you go. She's got a whole other set of
and smoke cigarettes,
Be cool, be polite.
While you are in a social setting, it's still a professional network setting.
Yes.
So, the impression, you're representing your business. And so that impression lingers. And what kind of stamp, what kind of brand do you want to be known for? And also to your point, too, of knowing we're in a social setting at a professional event.
Yeah.
It's not the time to... Hey, so I have this really long question about my demo, or I have a long question about this teacher told me this, and then it becomes kind of a private consultation meeting.
like a
Right,
15-minute
exactly.
thing and-
It's just, hi, I'm so-and-so. Yeah, I really love your work. Love to talk to you sometime.
Yeah.
If I have a question, may I email you the question?
Yeah.
Something, but not take a...
Exactly.
But don't you find that human connection level of, oh my gosh, I heard you love Hawaii, and you have, don't you think that, because you meet a lot of people, don't you find that more memorable? Oh, that's the girl that liked hula pie. at Duke's.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Let's not
Can we
even
talk?
go there.
Isn't that more memorable than, oh, I met another voice actor who blah, blah, blah?
It is
Right.
sharing experiences, finding something in common that other than the voiceover. Just that human connection is absolutely right,
Yeah.
and it does go a long way.
long way.
You find out, oh, they've got kids. Oh, how cool! I've got kids the same age. Blah 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 blah. You have something when you see them next time. How are the kids doing?
Yeah.
Something as simple
Yeah.
as that.
Exactly.
It's just that you really take an interest in who they are,
Exactly.
not what they can do for you.
Yes.
Heck, that's what I was trying to say.
You said
I could have
it.
said it in 2 words.
See, that's why you needed me
We
here.
landed the
You
plane
know what?
eventually.
Since she's already on the hot seat, let's
She
go to
is. Yeah,
an
Joyce.
if
Oh,
question here.
great.
This is the only question you don't know that we're going to ask
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I
Well,
never
that
knew
you may
it.
not know the answer to.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would be not surprising.
Pick a number between 5 and 129, Joycey.
How about 320? Oh, no.
Yeah,
321.
that's a different book, Joyce.
Joyce, you're so pretty.
That's the next edition of.
I'm so blonde.
You are
like
so blonde.
324.
324. Yeah.
Oh, did you want me to add those up? 3 plus 2 plus 4.
Yes.
So 9?
21.
21.
Joyce,
Oh, my goodness.
I have some advice for you. Smart and pretty.
Yes,
You need
smart
them both.
and pretty. You need
They're
them
not-
both.
Whoever told you pretty was enough lied to you.
Smart would be good to get to at some point. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I'm crying. Okay. All right. Okay. If you could run any existing charity, which would it be?
That's a good one. Probably Alzheimer's. Because. You probably want to because.
Well, we were gonna ask.
Okay.
You can because if you want.
Because my mom had dementia, and through the period of time, there was a lot going on, learned a lot, and you know, it's a wonderful organization. My daughter-in-law happens to work for them, and she's a director with them, and it is a very tough time. So for people to be able to help people get understanding and programs, they need more programs that would help identify the situation and how to work with it and with the people, you know, the families and stuff involved.
Yeah.
So that's one. They're all wonderful. They are all wonderful, and there are many others I would also.
But that's the one.
But that one, because it's very near and dear to my heart, and
it affects so many people.
it does. It does more and more these days, and so it's something that I think would be someplace I would put a lot of effort to. I would love to do something with them.
In Hawaii.
Anywhere. I love Hawaii.
I love
Hawaii. I was
She's
there for a
actually-
long time.
They're heading out to Hawaii right now. So
Yeah, in fact,
let
we
you go.
need to go right now because she's got a private plane waiting to fly her out. Her and Jean are going right now out to Hawaii to go have some hula pie.
Oh, that hula pie.
Hula pie.
yeah.
Joyce, darling.
I love you, darling.
Love of my life. Thank you so much. That was so much fun. You were so cool.
Great.
Oh,
Well, I
you
love it.
guys
I mean,
are
you guys
amazing.
have known each other longer than I've known you, but I mean, in the years I've known you, I mean, I love learning new things about you, and I just adore you. Thank you so much.
You
You're
are
always
my
welcome
darling.
here.
Thank
for
you
all
so
do.
much. This was so much fun. Thank you for having me. It was a ball.
Our pleasure.
Adios.
See you next time. Hasta la bye-bye.
Hi, Joyce Castellanos here, and I just got buzzed with Chuck and Stacey. They are the best. Don't miss an episode. You'll love it.
Well, that's it. That's all we got, right?
Yes.
We hope that you guys have enjoyed meeting Joyce. She's so lovely. She's
Yes.
so awesome. And I'll tell you what, this lady has got a ton of information. Both her and Jean teach an awesome class. You will definitely learn from her. So give her a call, reach out to her over Skype, come and see us, whatever you need to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay, you guys, keep up with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Spread the word, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching. We love you. Always remember that what?
You always have time for a little buzz.